The inauguration was absolutely humiliating for Donald Trump and his guests and the entire right wing media echo chamber. And to get us through this, we're all going to have to laugh. And so please join us for the greatest hits of right wing media and the embarrassing inauguration that Trump had to move inside because he's too scared of the small crowd size. Number one, Kylie, show the clip. Here we have Fox News. This is a real chyron. TikTok shuts down in the US. Okay. And then next we have one of my favorite things. And here's Trump right in the middle of his barn burner of an inauguration speech, which could also be called a jet stream of bullshit. And here is Hillary Clinton's reaction to part of it.
Time from now, we are going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. We will restore the name.
Everybody there is just like, what in the literal fuck is he talking about? He is a dipshit of the highest order.
Here's the thing. Change it. Change the name.
Do it.
He also declared we're only going to have two genders. Okay, declare it.
Right.
None of this does jack shit. None of it. It's all puffery for a bunch of jack-offs by the ringleader of the jack-offs. You're an anti-intellectual dipshit. Change the name of shit. It doesn't matter. Say that there's only two genders. There's still going to be trans people.
That's
he's
right.
such a moron. All right,
He probably
next up.
doesn't know that transgender dates back thousands and thousands, like to the first civilizations.
No, these people absolutely don't know that because they think that transgender people are trying to take their jobs.
Right,
and groom
which
their
has
kids,
nothing to do
which
with
is
it.
nothing. Okay. I'm not a religious nut. You're not a religious nut, but Trump's base are religious wackadoodles of the highest order. So here we have an image of Trump, convicted felon, doing his swearing in, and there's the Hamburglar, First Lady Melania,
She looks awful.
holding two Bibles, and guess whose hand isn't on the Bible?
Let me guess. Not the super religious, faith following vessel from God.
Here's my thing, Pumps. If Obama did this, or if this were Kamala Harris's inauguration day, Fox News would be hyperventilating. I don't
Right.
think there is an ER equipped in the entire area of Manhattan that could deal with the accelerated heart rate that they would have over this. They would lose their fucking minds. They won't report it. They won't talk about it. Nobody's going to care. I don't give a shit if he puts his hand on the Bible or not because I'm not weird and that doesn't mean anything to me. But his supporters certainly do. But here's what amazes me. This motherfucker gets off doing everything that they hate. And what grosses me out so much is you have a large portion of the American public that celebrates this awful human being that does not even remotely deserve the peaceful transfer of power. The Democrats put on this big show. We're going to have the peaceful transfer of power. The Republicans don't give a shit if it's peaceful or not. They don't care.
Well, that's not true because Fox News is having a meltdown that Michelle Obama didn't go there. And I don't remember one single word when Trump and the Hamburglar didn't show up for Biden's inauguration. He was the fucking sitting president and he dipped because he was a little titty baby. I don't remember any outrage on Fox News, none. And I just want to say this. It appears to me that it's the Bible, the Trump Bible, that he didn't put his hand on, the new inauguration Bible. So after the Melania coin, Trump coin, all the grifting, he now has the inauguration Bible that he can't even touch for his inauguration because he sucks.
Okay, next up we have Mark Masculine Energy Zuckerberg staring at Jeff Bezos's fiance's boobs who showed up in a bra to the inauguration. Show the pic. Play that again. So here's the thing. I don't care if Lauren Sanchez wants to wear a bra with a jacket over it because I'm not some Puritan
Right.
weirdo hypocrite. I don't give a shit. But correct me if I'm wrong. Was Fox News not losing their shit because Michelle Obama wore sleeveless dresses?
Yes. Yes, she was showing her arms. Yes, they
Right.
were so offended. Here's the thing, one thing I did see on the internet over the weekend, it was a picture of Mark Zuckerberg and Joe Rogan, and it said, "The number one cause for vaginal dryness."
You know what's amazing to me? So after all of these suck ups, all of these people in Congress, senators, representatives sold their souls. I mean, have gone out, Bible thump, done all this shit, and then they go and just throw it all away for Donald Trump.
Mhm.
They don't even get the good seats. The
No.
billionaires are, it's all prime real estate for the billionaires. Okay, next up we have uh, the convicted felon and the hamburglar attempting to do a kiss. Now we know why she wore the hat.
No, no shit, that was kind of brilliant on her part, even
Uh-huh.
though I think she's every bit as bad as he is.
Oh, absolutely is. Okay. Next up, we have Trump's number one advisor, his best friend, the leader of Doge, the world's richest man, in a video at the inauguration, appearing to be tripping his balls off on drugs. Show the clip.
Bible that was given to her husband by his and the one that was used by
I mean, I
That's
think
bad.
what did it just kick in? I mean, he's clearly not sober. And here's what's so terrifying. That guy
Mhm.
owns Trump.
Yeah.
He owns him, and is a direct link to Putin, and he can't even show up to that shit show of an inauguration sober. And so we have these, psychopaths and untreated alcoholics and drug addicts now running the country right now. And that is Trump's number one bitch right there.
Or you could say that Trump is Elon's number one bitch because it's just, it's
It could go either
unbelievable.
way.
Could go either way.
Okay. And then, the Republicans, Mark, masculine energy, Zuckerberg, Elon, big alpha male, Joe Rogan, he's so masculine, alpha male. Trump is, he's this big tough guy. He's, thinks he's so hot and all this stuff. Jesse Waters talks about, people looking gay, sounding gay, all this gay shit. They think gay people are ruining the country. I just want to play for you a clip from last night's Maga rally in DC, the rally prior to the inauguration. This is the clip from the MAGA rally where they rail on and on in support of masculine energy, alpha males, and all of the scary things that they think gayness is. They had the full. It was a full. And the Village People. I mean, I guess that MAGA won them in the culture
Right.
war, and they can
Mhm.
have YMCA. It's a huge loss, but that's okay. But I mean, it's gay. The
It's
YMCA song is gay, and
it's
I
the
don't have any issue with it because I'm not a homophobe. I'm an interior designer. Almost all of my great friends and colleagues are gay men. I thrive around gay men. I'm just curious as to why the biggest anti-gay party, pro alpha male, had a gay show last night at the pre-inaugural bash.
because their dear leader likes to jerk off dance to YMCA. And here's the deal. These are the same people. They're mad about gay people. They're mad about drag queens. Their dear leader, our current president, it is offensive to compare drag queens to Donald Trump because he does such a poor imitation. He wears makeup. He wears big, huge clothing that hides how fat he is. He wears lifts in his shoes. He's got hair shit. He's in drag 24/7 and it's terrible. It's not even good. He looks like shit.
Our
And that's
president is a terrible drag queen, an
yes.
absolute train wreck of a drag queen that cannot even blend his
No.
makeup
Didn't
and
even do
gets
it
up
today.
there and talks about all of his big policy plans, renaming immediately. First, top of the list, let's rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. That doesn't do jack shit. Meanwhile, the corruption that happened with his shit coin and then the
Right.
hamburglers shit coin, and they enriched themselves by to the tune of $58 billion. That should be the lead story, because when Jimmy Carter, before he was inaugurated, he had to sell his peanut farm,
Mhm.
and Trump's doing this shit. And so it's going to be utterly insane. But I have to leave it with a headline from the Brits, because they use the C word better than any
Yeah.
of the English speaking countries. And I just thought this perfectly sums up. World's biggest C word convention gets underway in Washington. And I think that is the perfect way to end this. And so, listener, make sure you subscribe. We're going to be ramping up. We're all gas, no brakes heading into this. Remember, we have larger numbers than they do. He may have gotten more votes than Kamala Harris, but more people, when you take in the third party candidates, voted against this shit show. And Trump was the one last night saying Elon messed with the computers. So, I mean, nothing would surprise me at this point, but we cannot pre surrender. Please keep supporting our channel and we'll keep bringing it to you, plus humorous respites like this one.
It's so